Hi everyone, this is Frank Cohen. I'm the founder at Votch and also the founder and chief technology officer at AppVance. About a dozen years ago, I started to go to the Maker Fair, and what I found was a big community of like-minded individuals whose sole purpose seemed to be to kind of let their imagination run wild. It was amazing what they could make. And what I found was great encouragement from a lot of people, including my sister-in-law, Mary Keene. And so I'm so proud to talk to Mary today in this video about the new Makerspace that she and her co-founders have created in Bellingham, Washington.
Well, I think that what's coming about more and more is people are starting to become or starving for connection again. That technology has gotten to the point that whatever we want, it's a few clicks away and it'll be delivered. We don't need to go out anymore. We don't. And on the one hand, that's fabulous, but on the other hand, that is pulling us apart and separating us more than ever. Mm-hmm. And I feel that people nowadays, they're not as interested in things. They're more interested in experiences and community and connection.
What we envision a maker city is a place where education, materials, opportunity, and the tools to build something all in one space. Mm-hmm. So you've got everything collected in that one space, so that it's in the place where a student can come to that space. Mm-hmm. to do that activity. They don't have to go to one place to learn, another place to gather materials, a third place to do it. They can do it all at once in one spot.
The first one is that many studies have shown that someone who's engaged and an active participant in their own learning learns it faster and better. It's meaningful to that person. They're invested in it. And all of those things point towards more of a project-based education. Mm-hmm. May actually be more beneficial.
And I think an approach that a lot of teachers are taking these days, an approach that is going to be successful in the 21st century, is one that acknowledges where the student is right now and what they're interested in, mm-hmm. and then figures out an obstacle to put in their way that will get them to learn the skills that are needed or desired.
In Seattle, there are several makerspaces. We visited one called Metrics, which is on Capitol Hill, and it is really quite technologically advanced. It is a community makerspace. We learned some things with their layout. We visited Tech Shop in California. Mm-hmm. And but have been more really actually been in communication with a lot of different people.
Every makerspace seems to have their own formula for success, and also they're willing to share what works for them and what didn't work for them. There's a lot of makerspaces that have a big focus on having studio space, space that is rentable to their users. And that wasn't going to work for us just because of the building that we found. Others have like welding programs and automotive programs, and those aren't the ones that we chose to do, at least on our rollout. It's dictated by the strengths of the people who are starting the space and by the community that they're building. Well, we're not just talking to early adopters. We want to bring in artists. We want to bring in tinkers or inventors, but we also are talking to kids, elementary kids, middle school kids, high school kids. Yeah. And we have programs designed specifically for them to get them into the space and to go where they are, into the schools, and to teach them 3D printing and 3D modeling. Mm-hmm. We're going to have Minecraft-based activities and events and educational programs, mm-hmm. Because Minecraft, if you're not familiar, Frank, is a 3D modeling game. Essentially, yeah. It's Legos on the digital realm. Yeah. That has adventure activities and creative activities embedded in it. So, in fact, they are learning 3D modeling in block form. So we're going to go start from where they're at, which is Minecraft. And if you know a preteen or a teen,
Right.
they're at Minecraft
Yeah.
for the most part. And we're going to use that as a stepping stone to teach them 3D modeling and 3D printing.
All of these technological advances and innovative technology, it's not as hard as you think. That most of us already have a lot of that knowledge base just with our own interactions on computers using email or whatever. When I'm looking at, 3D printing, how do I make a model? It seems so daunting, and but it's really not as difficult as you think. And that's what we'd like to get across to people, is that this is within your reach.
I come from a background in graphic design, so my biggest specialty is the Adobe products, InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, and so I have a good handle on those. Also in marketing, because I work for a marketing department, I've got a lot of experience in the marketing side. I've also developed my own products and sold them online on Etsy, and I've got a good eye for it. So I'm a pretty good product developer.
I feel very confident as an educator, specifically meeting children at their level of understanding and so hopefully encouraging their engagement and excitement, inspiration, and ideas of where they can go with this technology, how they can use this to do amazing things that maybe they've never thought of before. Also, I have a real passion for community and building community, and I would like very much for our Makerspace to have partnerships with other like-minded businesses in the city, because there are so many businesses already that are doing tremendous things, but they tend to be somewhat hidden.
This is a model that is made with a machine that's behind us. The machine behind us is called an M-Core Iris, and it is a paper 3D printer. This is a model of a hammer that was printed using Xerox paper. This is another example of one. It's a banana. Model of a banana, more of a plantain really at this size. Yeah, those are tiny slices of paper that can glue together. And this is one of the fanciest machines we have here at Foundry.
Well, this is a little figurine. This is a little Cthulhu figurine that was made with with the plastic filament machine. So this is made on a powder-based printer, and the powder acts as support material. So as soon as this is done printing, you just kind of fish this out of the powder. And despite looking so delicate, it's flexible, and so it's pretty fascinating. Depending on the different materials that you choose to use, you can in fact make end-use parts. It's not just for prototyping anymore.
In fact, one of the more rigid materials you can print in that is available is metal. This is an example of a metal object that was 3D printed.